Anyone who owned the Wii seems to have multiple special memories to do with the console, and for some reason that occurs more than any other system. Something about this thing brought people together to make special moments. I was 7 years old when I had one of these moments. My mum hit me over the head with a Wii remote. I cried. Obviously, it was not a good thing to happen to me at the time, but now I look back and realise that that is genuinely hilarious. We were playing Wii Sports tennis, and clearly she got a bit overexcited at the thought of beating a small child at virtual tennis. So much so that she assaulted the child with this brick of a games controller. She is still mortified about the fact, and I don't think she's touched a video game since. Magic like being hit over the head with a big white TV remote just doesn't occur with any other console. Why is that? Why does everyone have such fond memories of the Wii? The answer obviously lies in its wide appeal. The Wii was the first system to make full use of motion controls, and that meant controls were more intuitive than ever. Literally, even your nan can play on the Wii if she gets used to it, and that's why the Wii was so successful. But I think that's not the sole reason the Wii was as big as it was. The Wii had a partner in crime that helped push its sales. The Wii would be nothing without a little game called Wii Sports. The thing is, the Wii had the impossible task of teaching people with no video game experience how to play a video game. This is normally tough because not only do they have to learn how to use the controller for the first time, they have to learn the basic rules of the game they're playing. And that's the genius of Wii Sports. This game came bundled with every Wii. You could think of it as the tutorial game for the console. Everyone knows the rules of bowling, so that makes learning how to use the Wiimote easier, doesn't it? This is a great, simple game for all the family to play together. But how does it hold up nearly 20 years later? It's been 20 years, oh god, I'm getting old. Let's take a look at each individual game in Wii Sports, starting with... I think this is the one that most people remember when you mention Wii Sports. This is the one that many Wiimotes were launched into TVs with. Who could possibly forget that weird shit the NPCs did when you forget to hold the B button? And obviously, we all remember that iconic strike noise.
Nice cock!
Bowling is the most simple it gets. You hold down the B button, swing the Wii remote forward like you're bowling a bowling ball, and hey look, you're bowling a bowling ball. Literally anyone can play this. Give the Wii remote to a dog with a sausage on the B button, and even he can bowl with the best of them. There's no real challenge and nuance here, but it's just a fun time with friends and family. Something about the design of the bowling alley and the music with the ambient bowling noises is perfect. Dare I say this is the bowling alley of all time. All it's missing is a guy that bowled a perfect game on 9/11. Since there isn't much to talk about with this game, let me just take a moment to praise the Miis. I know that sounds really weird because at this point it's so normal. We all know what a Mii is, they're just simple little guys. But they give Wii Sports its charm and they make it what it is. Being able to play as yourself is perfect, and it just adds to the easily accessible thing this game has going on. And it's also a fun time for everyone. And the game's aesthetic seems to stem from the Miis. As basic as they are, these designs are amazing, and I will never forgive Switch Sports for these abominations. Anyway, bowling is super simple, but it's a great time. 7 out of 10. Moving on to... Wii Sports Tennis. It's known for many things, mainly that one time my mum hit me over the head with a Wii remote. Tennis is another game simply about swinging the controller around like a tennis racket. That is mostly all there is to this one. The movement on the court is done for you by the game. All the player has to do is focus on hitting the ball back at their opponent. As a child, I remember just wildly swinging the Wii remote left to right, thinking that the ball will never pass me if I do that. And if I'm honest, that was somewhat effective. Probably more than it should have been. But upon replaying, I've learned that there's much more to this one than my stupid, childish self thought. Timing matters in regard to the power of your shot, and the direction of your swing influences where the ball goes. You can also put topspin or backspin on by twisting the Wiimote as you swing it. Does this work consistently? No, of course not. It's an early Wii game, but it works fine enough. I remember this one being not that good, but it pleasantly surprised me. Another 7 out of 10. Now it's time to have a look at Wii Sports Baseball is my jam, and it's definitely in the top tier of these games. I guess you can call it a home run. Considering that this game comprises of only pitching and batting, there is a surprising amount of depth here. You know the goal of baseball. Score as many runs as possible by hitting the ball as far as possible. In this game, the swinging the Wiimote swings the bat. If you hit with perfect timing and at the same height of the ball, it will go further. But then, when you're pitching, you have multiple button combinations to control your type of throw. Holding B throws a curveball, other button combinations throw fastballs, splitters. There's multiple kinds. So especially when you're playing 2 players, baseball becomes this brilliant game of bluff, where the pitcher has control over the ball and the batter has to guess or react to match it to try hit a home run. The mind games are brilliant with this one, plus the intro is the funniest thing ever for no reason at all. Nine out of 10, this is a very fun time. Alright, you all wanted to see him. Let's talk about... Aside from all the map memes, boxing isn't actually that good. I'm quite a fan of real-life boxing in recent years, and this is nothing like it at all. When it comes to a boxing game, what I want is a slugfest, throwing heavy punches and trying to dodge ones that come your way. Whereas this is just shake the Wiimote and nunchuck as fast as you can and hope to knock your opponent out before they knock you out. If you're familiar with the sword fighting minigame in Wii Sports Resort, that's just boxing but better because there's actual blocking and maneuvering involved. If I'm honest, this game gives absolutely nothing. It's flashy looking, and of course we have the man who can solo Goku with his bare hands, but other than that, it's just controller shaking simulator. 4. Oh, but I've saved an interesting one for last. Ladies and gentlemen, it's... Wii Sports Golf is goddamn goated, man. As a kid, I always remember skipping golf because I thought it was boring, and what a stupid little twat I was. Real life golf is still very boring to watch though. I deserve to get hit with that Wii remote. Golf is by far the most in-depth of all the games. We all know how golf works. Get the ball into the hole in as few shots as possible. But what makes this game so great to the others in this package is that there are so many variables at play when you compare it to these simple other games. In bowling, you just swing the Wii remote and try to keep it straight. The goal is kind of the same for golf, but you also have to focus on the wind, what type of club you're using, the route you want to take, your distance to the hole, all as well as swinging the Wii remote with the correct power while keeping it in a straight line. There are 9 different holes here, all with varying difficulty. Some are quite hard, which makes this a blast to play with friends. If someone keeps missing, it is hilarious. This is just perfect. The other games are really simple, whereas this one, they really let loose with the mechanics and even some interesting level design. There are so many cheeky chips and shortcuts you can take, only half of which I'm sure are intended. There's also like a gnarly speedrunning scene for this mode. I know it sounds boring watching someone speedrun golf, but this is mega impressive. Check out this video, this is an awesome story. 10 out of 10 for golf. I can't believe I'm saying that. Wii Sports supported the Wii during its meteoric rise. It allowed new gamers to learn the controls while not having to learn video game rules. And while replaying it, I learned that for a basic game designed to onboard a casual, non-gaming audience, this kinda rocks for a bit of simple fun. Even if you're an expert in more complicated games, you will enjoy this. You can 100% Elden Ring and still enjoy a spot of Wii Sports Tennis with your pals. If you have an afternoon free and you're looking for something to do, grab a couple of your buddies and play some Wii Sports. I promise you will have a blast. But comment down below, because I don't know if any of you have played Wii Sports recently. I imagine not, but it's a really good time, and if you pick it up and enjoy it, just be happy that my mum hit me over the head with a Wii remote. Please subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and like if you chuckled at any point, because Wii Sports is really funny, isn't it? And with all that out of the way, I'll see you in the next one.